Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Honorary Grand Rising, because people still getting up, moving, shaking, and grooving, making things happen. You know what I'm talking about? 3 up, 3 down. Let's keep growing trees out there. Seeds been planted. You know what I'm talking about? Seeds already been planted. Hey, beloved, ain't today Sunday? Let me see. Yeah. I ain't get it up. I ain't get to hear old Donnie coming over to get my cafe. Salute to all those in the realm 9 didn't know. Do you know you in a new realm? Some folk don't know. You talking about this the new world? You been in the new world. You didn't know? Some of y'all didn't know y'all was in the new world. Let me move over here, man. We're a little quiet. I expect people to show up about this time, man. I'm expecting it. Yeah, they look right at me when I get to moving. I'm expecting it, though. Don't look down, bro. You all right, dog. Y'all gonna be all right. Everybody learning out here. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody. What they learning? Everybody little something. Everybody learn a little something. Y'all all right, though? All right, we in our secret squirrel spot. Y'all all right, though? All right. Like we always do around this time, I think it's formidable. Who else but God? You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know how I do. I don't play with it. You know what I'm talking about? That coffee good. All praise to the Most High. We thank Most High for everybody that's here today. Alive, kicking. If you are, it's a great reason. You better know. Because if you, like me, been paying attention, right? Folks say don't watch the news, don't watch this shit. Do you? To each his own. In so many ways of being informed. Think about this. If places are telling you data centers and stuff like that popping up and all this kind of stuff like that, right? So people getting informational, understanding that's power, right? Because that information keeps them abreast, ahead, above, whatever, powerful. Then do you think you should be less informational? You gotta answer that question yourself. Capital One. I can't answer that question for you. See CapitalOne.com for details. But many of you that been watching me work, go through my life, which has been working some ways or form, right? Because of the so many things orchestrated, right? So they make your life like a work, job, but still then. The beauty of being in the military and having that experience and having to live years at a time abroad. So that always holding the back of the mind in the battle. But the topic to this today, the whole day, if I continue, after this one, y'all know how to go. So much go by the Most High's what puts on me, what's necessary for my going forward, and then the bigger picture, right? Bigger picture first, and then now individual. But what was put on my heart? Those outside this understanding, all right? I was listening to the Judge and Dana and Black and Miss Dillard, you know, whole range of folks out there that I feel have no qualms of saying what they say, freedom of expression, using it to its highest degree, and then backing it with their experience themselves and working in so many areas, touching, connecting, and then having receipts. Today the receipts, most I say, yeah. Today's receipts are more evident, where that you don't have to go find no receipts. The receipts are expose or bring yourself about. So that's a beautiful thing. But this topic right here, please allow me to take it the duly that it was told to me, duly truck. Dang, just that easy though. It's crazy. To place ourselves melanated, I am going to exclude purposely all races, all ethnicities. I say that. All races, because the ethnicity can go so far down. So all races outside the will include black folk in America. Black folk in America. That's how I'm gonna talk. Right? You should understand that lingo. And we'll stay here. Because others are being included that feel they're included with our blackness. There you go. Have we grown disgusted with each other? As a masses, come on, let's talk. See, it's so beautiful we can communicate like this. Open it up, topic it out, put it out there, and then let's go. Have we, black folk, rich, poor, middle class, elite, whatever scale you feel you contribute to, have we grown disgusted with each other? Before you answer that question, don't just jump out there like, don't do that. I had to think for a while. I had to analyze. I had to sit back. I had to look at so many layers of what I'm about to talk about. I had to go down a journey, man, for real. Like, to where I'm to the point, it's like, you got to get to the skinny of how deep we done gone and got disgusted with each other. But I stay on the surface with it because it's, you know what I'm talking about? It's sensitive. Have we grown? Have we grown? Or are we past grown disgusted? We just disgusted with each other. Purposely or by a system, mechanized system. Don't point no finger at nobody, because it ain't about. It's just about us. Ain't about. Because we're going to talk about things, but it's going to stick on us. And then stick on you. Have I grown disgusted of you? Let's get to it. We'll bring it to this point, bro. We had a rock foundation. We laughed. We didn't laugh. Well, we laughed, but we got kind of like this when movies were brought out and documentaries were brought out about good hair, bad hair, shade, color, and all that stuff. Yeah, come on. Yeah. It touched. Come on. The little question mark came up like that. Like, is that question? Yeah, I remember that. You know. Have we grown disgusted with each other? Say, why disgusted, Sean? Why we disgusted with each other? We the one. You know, when you think back in time, when, you know, we was doing our thing, we powerful and everything, there wouldn't be nothing we would allow each other to fall through. But it was a weakness, you not being strong to be strong for another person. Imagine that. Imagine that. You would look at back then like you didn't what? Boom, but dog was over there and they had a problem with their oxen and stuff like that, and you just kept on moving and stuff. Okay, come on over. You can cut your head off or whatever, because you ain't. Have we grown disgusted with each other out here, yo? Real talk. Real talk. Real talk. Okay, to well, it's among what we allowed ourselves, boy, way over there with that music, allow ourselves to grow accustomed to, and then what takes over you or whatever you become, they say, you inherit them type traits and things like that. So we understand the contribution to us being in that position, right? But not everywhere we was in that position. See what I'm talking about? So I do talk cross water, but identify more here. But reason why cross water, because typically it's the same thing here, dividing with rivers. We talking about voting lines and stuff like that. And we don't think, and sometimes that caters to our division here, as you're a Kentuckian, you're a Georgian, you're a Californian, you know what I'm talking about? So we don't contribute our same correspondence with each other, you know what I'm talking about? We think this is universal here, even when we discussed it with each other. Or if you don't get one of them back, if you don't, what's up, bro? What's up, sis? You don't get one of them back, is that a sign of disgusting? Because I'm not seeing that too much no more either. We don't even look at each other. Or we looking down on each other like. Well, I yesterday I'm always use my journey, y'all. We was able to break lines with the neighbor and stuff, because we had a lot of tension and stuff, formidably, right? But being that we finally working through this SPLC stuff and knowing that our own been paying others outside our race to antagonize, frustrate, and all that stuff in our race to solidify their position, keep them up, and keep chaos just permeating on a lower level for us, right? So that coming about, so that permeates out in the ether, so that allows me to work so effectively, right? Knowing that no doubt that C to the B to the I to the foe, F, B, she, he, them, the wrong side and all that, back in the day, like we know, X, all our beloved activists and talkers and those who change makers, right? That's how they lost their life. And like I was able to break the bread with brother yesterday, I ain't saying he all great and all that stuff, doo-doo, or me or whatever in the engagement, but that's what they do with us, all right? They pit us against each other. That's why I brought the topic. Are we disgusted with each other? That to the point where that we feed in it so quickly, right? That when if the gunplay didn't happen and all that kind of stuff, and folks would have sat down and talked, and they found out, dang, bro, whoa. Like I told him yesterday, just get to it. We breaking the ice, still a little tension. My spirit rising, but it was to get his attention, got his attention. We woofing a little bit, woo, okay, cool. But it was to get to a point, man, I did time, woo. Okay, got you. Woo, woo. I also this got a channel TikTok. Check me out. Da, da, da. Woo, woo. Because that's all we normally time, gentlemen, young folk. Our aggression will show first all the time with us. All the time. That's why this nice thing and all that stuff, I didn't understand, like some of these old head or middle my age, you too nice, da da da. To helps keep that armor up against us. Like you get somebody saying you too nice and it's us. That's why I got a topic. Are we disgusted with each other? So they could be all quizzy quack and good on AP like Senior Brown say, PhDs on your wall, this, that, or other. Ain't equating to nothing down. It equating to more silliness. The higher you go, the more silly you can act with your. See what I'm talking about? So, even to break down and allow myself to say, you know what, I don't know, because I hate wording on assumptions. One thing I hate, I don't like non-clarity, fogginess. I don't like that crap. I hate it. I want to be clear, precise, because I'm direct and I am who I am, and that's what moves me. So, like we talking and it's not adding up. Stuff that we saying with each other and talking and not adding up, and then so it's getting us to say, okay, you ain't like this, or because you da da da, and then we talking more and more, and I'm showing him examples, da da da, and he's like, yeah, I didn't know that, and you can tell, body language, like, damn, I didn't know that, you know what I'm saying? Some stuff, stuff that people told you bad, like the same thing, bad crap, but we don't know what, you know what I'm talking about? So we get to talking and shit, and that next thing you know, yeah, check me out on social, bro. Yeah, I check you. Yeah, check me out on social. Yeah, I should need some information that you didn't know that. Nah, I didn't know nothing about no Neuralink, bro. Yeah, you know they putting it all, almost all us black folks and da da da, like for a purpose, like so now that me and you get together away and say you up to something, and I really don't know, and we drive somewhere and da da da, beep. Yeah, you know, yeah, okay. So now and here go the information. You know what I'm saying? So we keep riding, and that's the purpose of me bringing up. Have we got to a point where we're so disgusted with each other? And that's why I say I'm looking at these beautiful young folk who are very intelligent. We don't give them credit. They're intelligent. They are very intelligent. They just not nobody. They ain't got nobody ride them in the right direction, point them in the right direction. They ain't got nobody. You can tell. Look at our leadership. That's all you got to look at. Okay, so based off that, like I told him, man, that's what I'm about, man. Squashing all this crap, da da da, and not going down the same rabbit hole that we went down in back in the day. We've been going down this whole thing, and then we know the trap. That's why trap music was made, purpose and stuff. Cause we are trapped in so many ways. Mentally, we mentally trapped. We still got people running around here calling you a slave. We're still slaves, and I was like, come on, bro, come on. You don't do that to ourselves. Don't keep doing that to our generation. What's enslaving us is our own. Cause those around us that used to play them games, they never want to play that game. They want to get along. They steady imitating what you do. We imitating what they do, and da da da. Some kind the real, you know what I'm talking about? But these fakeries, you know what I'm saying? Nah, we gotta let them go. And we are like, I don't say Uncle Brown now, you know what I'm saying? Got a new founding, for people and stuff like that. Because at times you don't know. The clarity is needed because so many of y'all ran in these circles and you knew what was going on, right? Not really knew what was going on, but go along to get along. Don't want to, you know your job, da da da. Don't know. We understand that, and I don't throw shots at nobody because I did it in the military. I seen a lot of stuff that you be like, damn, bro, and I be like, yeah. What you want me to say? But come back, are we disgusted about ourselves? Yeah, I throw shots, heavy shots. If I was a leader, which we all are, right? And as leaders, the beloved, like I love watching our beloved Marshall Landlord, you know, I call him Marshall Landlord down there in Houston, right? She knows she a leader, activist, got the backing of the Panthers. She going in there, you know, in them neighborhoods, in them ghettos where people paying, you know what I'm saying? Or even if the government is assisting, their money, what is it going to? But then you got rat infested and mold and all this, nothing. So then where's the money going? So I'm talking about, they're supposed to be making sure this stuff stayed, and she's finding it, right? And so on these little lower levels where people doing this type of stuff, people coming to the YouTube and speaking and making their channels and stuff like that and exposing things, people don't necessarily like it because, I mean, who are you? It's like, I'm a citizen. I'm a taxpayer. We live here on earth together. Did you know that? You know what I'm saying? You got to ring people's bells and stuff. So the haunting actual fact, and we all waking up to, it's not pointing the finger at no party, beloved. Understand that. But it is so disheartening, right? To know that your grandfather, your grandmother, who depended on certain dynamics of whatever, right? Agencies that your poverty, you can't get a lawyer, you can't this, that you're gonna be some type of avenue you have to approach it. Other things that use the cover, of you, saying that you're miserable, you're this, but take the influence of it and use it to capitalize on it. And then tell you you're not like the judge say, tell you you're not working hard enough. Tell the you effed up, you messed up, because they've able to perch up there with some schemes and stuff like that. Make it look good, you know what I'm saying? So we here, and it's back to, have we got to that point, are we disgusted with each other? Now, why that holds so much heavy weight? Because I always view things the trickle-down effect, right? What's happening at the head eventually gonna trickle down into the body. That's just what happens. How disgusted are we in our neighborhoods among each other? Have so many few that hold that little power, but not the power in your home so much, because you're still a parent, you're still that. You see what I'm talking about? Shouldn't be the power in the school, because you're still the teacher, the principal, stuff like that. Though the curriculum, comes down, says you teach this and teach that, but it should not tell you how you as a person teach, facilitate, influence, motivate, inspire, right? But it does when the teaching just don't line up. It's like robot teaching. I know, don't. I was gonna get there, teachers. I know you get prescribed the basic. We seen that in the military, because it started changing like that. But thankful to the point where that, I don't know about now, but when I was still in, the books you still had that stack of books, and you had your computer over here now, but you had to use both. You couldn't, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know about now, but then it might have changed, because I asked a couple of soldiers, what about corresponding courses do you still? And then with courses that you go in, boom, boom, boom. And one of the soldiers, I ain't never heard that. But I know the soldier, a lot of them ain't being told this stuff. Because one of them like, yeah, I got this and that. And I was like, okay, he just don't know. But we back inside. Are we disgusted? Are you disgusted? Sean, come on, stop. You ain't got no receipts. You ain't got no, you just be piping hot. That's what you wanted to say. Piping, you just be piping hot. Because Most High see everything. I don't need no receipts. Watch this. Beloved, shut up. Shut up. I don't need no receipts with Most High. I see black folks wanting to go white skin. You can hear a pin drop, a needle drop. Did you find that in the haystack? I don't need no receipts when your tutus that you came out of, you know what I'm talking about? MJ was trying to show an example. People thought MJ crazy. No, MJ was showing reality, what folks gonna be doing. And he wasn't purposely doing it. Most High put that on. He actually had vertigo. You know what I'm saying? Along with the Pepsi thing that messed them up. See what I'm talking about? Folks don't realize, get your head on fire. The man head was on fire. We don't give Mike MJ, your head was on fire. My whole head was on fire, bro. I couldn't even fathom that. And he had the liquid gold on there. And he had the liquid gold on there, that activator. Lord have mercy, I know that head was, oh my God. Oh, like grease, bacon. I ain't talking about MJ. MJ with us. MJ with me. Believe that. Fam, no. But MJ like want us to know. Y'all don't understand. Some of y'all sit there and cook that hot bacon still in that big black cast iron skillet. Think about that one. MJ, golly. And then even after, you know how burn is, even after they was, that made it worse. Y'all know. And stuff just, So more to the story, like, MJ did a hell of a job doing what the hell he did for us after all that. And then we sit up here and just dog MJ out while he was here with us. We discussed it with ourselves, not understanding that we be talking about mental health and MJ, we sorry, we didn't give you no justice, bro. And then don't give you no real love about it, because we just assume you elite, you got money, you can deal with it. You rich. Are we disgusted with ourselves? Because as soon as pedo stuff came out and all that stuff, they knew when to drop the hammer on them. They knew. MJ one of our finest, man. Protecting them kids, telling them folks. MJ was an informant, beloved. You believe what you want. I see stuff for what it is when I get the real. MJ was an informant, telling on these nasty folks. That's why he loved on them kids. Real. And that's a hard thing to do when you up there and you're around all this nastiness, man. I'm trying to tell you, it's hard. He knew. See what I'm talking about? So, but we back to, are we disgusted with ourselves so bad that to the point we done bought into the have-nots? Tyler Perry brought that to us, said that was coming, right? And we done bought into the level of material your outer accomplishment dictates who you are among us. You know, it never among us. We knew we was rising. You know, if I could say like 70s, 80s, 90s, folks knew we was rising within us. We knew we was rising, but on so much, it is what it is. We was to the point where that Reagan and opened the door and what? I was a private. And you coming in and I can give me a car right off the bat. I thought, I was gonna have to wait for a while to get a car. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm making that much money. I'm gonna get a car, bro. JC, they gonna get a car, get a couple of cars. So, Reagan, black folks do something. Move around. Get up to this level. Do something. I'm just saying, because I know the governor, you know what I'm saying? Up there in California, you know what I'm saying? I know that. But he's just scared. We don't look at things like, listen to me well, young folk. When folks scared of you, because you powerful, even when you ain't got nothing, they're scared of you. We don't look at it like that. We still scared of you. Like, you just came off that plantation not too long ago. When you gonna turn on us? Being honest with you, whether we like it or not. And so them Panthers, you dealing with an eclectic crew out there. No, y'all got guns, we got guns. Y'all got intel, we got intel. Y'all want to snoop and roam around us, we gonna snoop around. You know what I'm talking about? Same thing. That's scary. That's scary. It is what it is. Nations, all them, they came like that. So when you look at it today, can understand the riff and rap. Not saying nothing's right or wrong, but we should be able to elevate today, analyze that, and say it was just some scared folks. They were scared, just come up that thing. Yeah, they want to keep control, but you ain't gonna never be able to control the whole plantation on the whole damn thing. When something mixing daughters and stuff, running in each other's windows and stuff, you see what I'm talking about? Yeah, you got the shotgun at the door. In the living room, and the son already in the damn bedroom. You know what I'm talking about? All this kind of, I'm scared, woo, kicked in. So, are we discussed it with ourselves today is still the topic. So let's get down to it like we supposed to. Let's go. Get up there, Sammy Davis, get up there. Jim Brown, get up there. Best, get up there. Cream, all them, get up there. Woo. Start moving around, start familiarizing. Back then, though, kept eye on the prize, pay attention. Are we scared and disgusted with ourselves? I remember that movie, good movie. They had Sammy Davis Jr., I think, Jim Brown. I think it was MLK. Who was that? Sam Cooke. And they was in a motel and they was doing talking. It was a movie they made not too long ago. Check that out. And they socially here these men. Okay, you getting it. Back then they had to be socially conscious in so many ways more than today because their shoes weren't fitting in all the way into the white society and all that, right? Okay, cool. But they were paralleling with it because started making their own, going to their own hotels, making it prominent, going to their own chitlin circles, started making it prominent, and then outside looking in, who was looking? White folks. But wasn't up there with them yet. So I'm talking about, cool. All right. Now you become viable. Our stars and all that stuff come viable. Now we get in the NFL, Jim Brown killing it. And they're like, shit, now we need y'all up in this stuff. Then they start popping and locking and stuff. Now we in with it now, right? We in bed with it. Cool. Took a while though. Took a while. What creep in? We in now. Who differentiated between our levels of who we are? We have to ask ourselves that. Rock just came in and talked about it. Good hair, bad hair. Your hair nappy. Your hair straight. Your hair perm. You got that weave. You know what I'm talking about? Rock just talked about it. But a separation among us started. Y'all on it now because y'all like, oh, no, he pinpointed, yeah. Who kept rocking them afros? Kept it natural, you know what I'm saying? Who went over there on that side and said, nah, I'm going to get this purple, blue, green hair and wear these rigs and cut my own hair and take the natural out. This is not a story of big, good and bad or none. I'm showing divide and how did we get conquered. Are we disgusted with ourselves? So then, when you take it to the fashion, the hair, all right, you have to have label clothes. All right, some folks, and you up there. I knew a cat, I swear to God, I was like, that's how y'all do. No different than the shoes. I was like, and Chicago, no, 3-something. I'm just saying, I came in 92. So I went to Germany, boom. So that was 95, 96, 97. Cool. All right, so I knew a dude, man. He was a cool dude, right? And chilling and stuff. He's from Chi-Town. Now, I went to school down there in Illinois, close to it. So, I know a lot of Chi guys know how they roll. Tags on the clothes. Go over to his house. Man, yeah, man, I think we was doing something, and I didn't, where I live, it was off post and it out and over Brombach. So we was about to do something. And he's like, man, you can stay here, man, just chill and you ain't go all the way back there. Cool. So it's like, go in there and just find something to wear with you on. Went in there and it's black clothes, I think 501s was the thing back then, right? Black 501s, all color clothes, all this kind of stuff, right? But tags on them. Yeah, go on, man. I ain't, I just do them like this. I ain't worn, woo. So, what's something? It's, it's just nothing I would do. It's just unnatural, like, okay. So, based off, I had another one at Chicago. The purse, when we carrying the totes like this, but carried around there. Sophisticated, really. I always looked at them like, very sophisticated folk, very prideful about their outer garments and things like that. But same thing. It was my first, and then we young, it's the 90s, so just looking at credit cards and all that kind of stuff. He's like, yeah, I don't, and we just making our little bank. But his family, I guess, had a little money or so. So when we graduated and stuff, he showed out. He's showing his, woo-woo. And real elegant and stuff like that. And we had everybody else got money in their hands paying for food. And he putting out black and gold cards and stuff. And it was just to pre to what's coming and stuff. But we all like, damn. And I'm just looking like, the Chicago folks, man. They get that flavor first, that, what's coming and stuff. So I bring that because in the midst of that, we among, and I seen the attitude. The cat that I was around, these folks I was around, they didn't drink. They didn't do the most of like the way we hung around. So they was more like me in some way because I didn't drink a lot and all that stuff. And just roll around. So I was like, but everybody got that MO. So mine was women. You know what I'm saying? It was like, and that was kind of what we kind of had in common in some ways, the way we moved like that and stuff. So, but I started knowing after a while my differences, his differences didn't match up so well. So it's like, would try to project on me. Yeah, do like this shit. I guess because I wasn't up to that, thinking on that level. Like, yeah, I should do this with my clothes. And I was like, that don't. I know I can go out and do this, bro. But I don't be like setting my clothes up like this, and I could give a dang. I got what to wear. And I kind of asked them because, like, it's almost like you not taking pride in your fashion, and it makes a statement. I understood what he's saying. We young though, you know what I'm saying? So I moved around in fashion. I could be wearing all, y'all don't. I don't put myself in no box with nothing. You know what I'm talking about? If I like that, I like that, and I'm gonna wear it. You know what I'm saying? That's what etched some of these folks. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of them ain't gonna lie. I'm going out with Shell. So that's just one episode of if we grown disgusted with each other, because we've got to a point where that people got a little taste in their mouth, and people project and influence. That's nothing wrong with that. But it's like, if you not like this, if you don't have this, if you don't drive this, if you didn't made to this, who are you? That's how we grown with each other. That's exactly, you know what I'm saying? And so what that boils down to me, watch this. The things that happen in our lives when we're married and this is what most I put on the heart. We make personify our life to a certain measure. People, husband and wives, are taking each other out, or husbands taking out. I need to be more direct. Husbands are taking out their wives right now. That's becoming, and vice versa. There's wives taking their husband out. But why? It got to boil down to the real why. And it's about what we talking about. Like, you're married, right? Just put it in your head, you're married. Some of y'all going through this. We didn't made it up this high so far. We didn't spend 20, 25, 30 years looking like this in front of all our friends, public, family, and everything. And then all of a sudden, we ain't been doing it the greatest, right? Or whatever, something happens. Lose a job, anything, right? And now we got to go down backwards, Now I got to sell the the Escalade, or I gotta, get rid of da-da-da, you know. Might have to move in a condo, you know what I'm saying? What's that gonna do to our character, to our, you know what I'm saying? That's what folk be going through. And that's like the greatest test, hate saying it, to see somebody's persona, character, what you really are, what you really been riding on. Because none of that stuff shouldn't deter anybody from, you know what I'm saying? But it goes back to, because I looked at it, I was like, man, folks will watch their own folks go through stuff, not intervene, because we go back to that selfish way of, that's not my problem, that's not my issue. Which goes back to me of saying, are we disgusted with each other? You know what I'm saying? Some of us, it's sad, but we like to see a brother fall. We like to see some sisters fall. Yeah, they deserve to fall. Or she, you know, it's like, how angry inside are you? How frustrated inside are you? How empty inside are you? I know now why I'm bringing it up, because I'm like, it's hard for me to look at people. I could care less what somebody did and da-da-da, purpose and all that, da-da-da. The consequences, though, when you're going through it, and yeah, you've been through it, you know, it's disturbing. I bring up, Beautiful One said that, and you resonated that because I had to bring this up. Yeah, I get it. That young man, Florida young man, did some, I didn't even, he killed somebody, the child or somebody, but the one with the hair all up, and he defended himself, right, in court. And I think this was a couple of years back, not too long ago. What's the name? He had his hair full all up and all that stuff, and you know, defending himself and stuff, and it looked crazy, yeah. But his own, cheat his own, right? But that was hurtful though. That was painful to watch that, because many would look at, that's on him, he crazy and da-da-da and woo-woo-woo. Nah, he ain't crazy. Oh, that was purposeful. He knew he was wrong. Oh, he said, I ain't gonna waste nobody's money to defend me or nothing like that. I'm wrong. He admitted it, right? He was making such a point, though, disturbing as it was, feeling alone, like, I'm the only one that can to defend myself. I'm the only one that should defend myself. I did it. You know what I mean? Carrying his own cross in so many ways by himself. The symbolic tone, though, to me, you're alone when you go in that court, no matter what, when you just, the reality. That's reality. You're not held by the same measure, by the same as your fellow human beings. That's reality. That's reality. It don't matter what the court say, don't matter what any judge say that come before that. This has been judged at the front door, in the door, and then after it's said done, all the way through, while others get, you know. Now how you say that, how you know? Like the beloved say, what's on the books? Don't harm an Asian. Don't harm the Jewish community. Don't harm such and such. But you fight when George Floyd, you know what I'm saying? Something happened. We got to fight. So that internally infesting us because we feel like we're not doing our duty when we stand up. Hey, we matter. We matter. Sad that we got to stand up and say we matter when you more than half the world, right? But it's them days we peel the skin back, that scab back, right? And we say, yeah, we got to bleed out a little bit because why? Getting up here, being up here, we here. No, you didn't know we here. Just been masked for a long time that you was here as a mass. And in that being here, many of us just been getting peanuts, i.e. what? Oh, your child made the draft, made the NFL, NBA, this, that. Your child is an actor, made it singing, not in a suit. And then when you watch, like, who all up there doing that? A sprinkle of us, right? Effectively, right? Blended in with those that copycat, outside of what you do and da-da-da to make it seem like it's a full range of competition and this and that when it ain't nothing but you up there holding it up, being the pillar and noble. We just decided to allow to pass the torch willingly, because the money look good. And we just allow ourselves to act more buffoonery and enjoy more of the chaotic bit because the money good. And then the money get good. Are we disgusted with us is the topic. When the money get good, the inherit, keep your eye on the prize. Pay attention, this is when it ends. The inherit, keep your eye on the prize that been taught to so many of us. Was it taught to you that when you seen Kareem, Della Reese, Hathaway, all them, Jim Brown, all them, Muhammad Ali, War Breakout and all that stuff, and them folks up there, wait a minute. I'm gonna mess with folks that ain't even touch me. But I got folks over here touching on me. You know what I'm talking about? And then hey, this, the watch rise, this stuff, is not acceptable. Keep an eye on the prize. Talking to me. Jim Brown going in some of these places and doing free concerts and buying folks wanting to just tear. Jim! Yes, we black and we proud. But they not treating us like that. Jim! And it take Daddy Brown, Big Brown. Singing Brown. James, get out there. Hey, we black and we proud. And they want to tear that. James, I'm tired of hearing this. Yeah, we proud, but I'm tired of hearing. And James looking at look. Go to one of them concerts. I think it's Detroit. Look, hey, get off the stage. You don't sit up there, you gonna charge me up? What you getting all mad at me for? I ain't the one with the Billy Club. I ain't the one all up in your I know where we go. Because he stayed in touch as an artist. You know what I'm saying? He was making money, big time. He ain't had to go get that. Let me go talk to my folks, man. Let me go talk to these folks. They gonna tear Detroit up, cool. Saying something. But still attached, still plugged. Hey, get off the stage. I'm the artist, fool. And for you, come here to calm us down. And they listen back then, they're like, that James, that old crazy James. Yeah, you still James. Got off the stage and celebrate. We're gonna be all right, y'all. Look here, we can't go against each other. beating on each other, fighting on each other, not loving on each other. I don't give a damn. You do see me all up in it. I'm gonna get in that Cadillac. Don't be getting all mad because I'm getting in the Cadillac. Hell, I came, did the concert, stay plugged in. You know, I'm the one funneling money over there down to that little bank right there. Make sure it's standing. Little grocery store, paying little grocery stores and stuff. Little girl, little win. Have we got disgusted with ourselves, detached? That's what it look like. So, the moral of the story, I hope consciously, yeah, that's why you do the conscious music and conscious content to consciously stay on your mind. I know now, understand fully well that, man, that pierces people's heart, tone, frequency. They gonna either tone to it and do better. Hey, you know what? Shh. Let me go listen to this Al Green again. Down, 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 down. And then you go look at some Dead President movie and stuff like that, older movies and stuff that make you resonate like, well, we done took ourselves through hell, bro. We done took ourselves through hell. I mean, right here, this is dedicated to piercing. Because I feel like if you pierce the heart, man, find out what's in there, what can't come out. Because these days, some of our hearts are like, you don't know what it is. I analyze, I say, black folk today, right now, gathering up, buying land, unconscious, just going buying land, just whoop, putting up stuff, Damn, that's tight. It was already, before the went over there and integrated with the army and stuff, they was already putting crosses and stuff on the land, on your property and all that stuff. But when you integrated and stuff like that, stopped a whole lot, right? In so many ways. Because the started getting educated and armored up inside self, right? But then we start coming back. I let's say, was it so much when you look today, you know, the things that blockade and hamper and stagger people today. When them soldiers was coming back and they had the GI Bill and stuff like that, now y'all catch on what I'm saying. There was certain spots that did well with it, then certain spots didn't. Your average GI Bill with the outside your circle of your ethnicity did very well, their GI Bill. Because of what they was coming back to, they had already, you know, accepted their soldiers for going over there and doing a great job. Now watch this. I look at it in this perspective because I had folks in 90 saying, don't go in there to fight for them. My own. Watch this, pay attention. My own. Hey, you fighting with the white man. Yeah. And I'm like, all right, cool. So now you take that 30 years prior to that, what them brothers was dealing with. Now you catching on. Because I get it where that some on the outskirts of was hurting by that. But when you in Harlem, this is more predominant places, San Francisco, California, stuff like that, where the soldiers, GIs come back with their same GI Bill, dead presidents, remember you said that. But they can't infuse it within where they come from. Because they had their own. That's why I bring it. Are we disgusted with ourselves? Because they had folks they own that didn't. You got to think about it. A lot of our own folks championed Muhammad Ali for not going, and then a lot of them didn't. See what I'm talking about? You understand what I'm talking about? Our own. So I guess where I'm getting at, based off even, we have, you know, when we start pointing a finger at others and look at ourselves, because we're the ones, the master builders, always been there. When you look at groups that not necessarily had a footing in this country, but demanded a footing in this country based off of their religion and stuff like that, demanded growth within that, held to it because they stuck with each other in a united front. You understand things like Elijah Muhammad bringing the prescription and message to a black man, why that's so necessary for so many of us. I speak on this because, you know, the scarcity tactics that's being used against Islam without the knowledge of knowing the true Islam. Not this terrorist and caliphate and all that crap. It's man-made stuff. Know that. So I'm not trying to discredit what people believe in. No, none of that though. But the true if I'm saying that, efforts going forward, all right, would want to squash that theory, understanding the influence of the true peaceful and atone for overlapping of Christianity and other religions, Buddhism and everything else coming in perspective of its reality and not what man wants it to push forward to force things to be. I think that'll make sense for a lot of intellects that follow. Because now we come back to the balance. Are we disgusted with who we are in the all layers of who we are? We project, oh, you shouldn't do this and you should be like this and da da da, because of what? You know what I mean? Of what? And it's our time where that our power lies in the various things that we're capable of being, doing, and aware of. You see what I'm talking about? All angles. So our table right now today, the way I look at it, just like there's so many countries that are so diversely different over there in diaspora, but so much the same when you're looking like, yeah, still that, yeah. You can see it all, same here. It just ain't connected in a healthy way where that we ain't really got no. That's why our culture, we don't understand that we still got culture. Cause we like our layer of it matching. We got even over here. Even if some of us ain't even know, you got layers of blackness here. So many, so much. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. You can go to the East Coast, you're gonna see something like, damn, that's how y'all folk doing that. Yeah. Go Mid-East, damn. Oh, y'all, that's how y'all go south. We know this. It's like a big difference, right? It makes you wonder, are we disgusted? Where rather than I watch others, right, learn. Don't shame each other. Just like we got various difference of us and other same. I don't see them fighting and doing all that with each other. I don't see no check-ins. White folk, y'all be checking in with each other when y'all. Young folks too. I know y'all kind of copy what we do. Y'all do check-ins and stuff. Y'all, Jake, Paul, I'm just asking. Drewski, I don't know what side you swirl like cold. Y'all do check-ins and stuff like that. Maybe I just might be talking on a subservient level of, man, ain't nobody doing that stuff, man. That's just in that trap game or something like that. I don't know. I just don't. Country, western, rock stars, actors, do y'all gotta check in? Like, if you, question, this a real question. This is a real question. If you associate or married to a rap star, singer, that had to check in, if you was associated, did you have to check in too? Like, I'm with such and such, don't shoot me, is it all right if I gotta come over and act or whatever, we just going to the restaurant, or did you have to check in too? Probably so, cause you like guilty by association, type, I don't know, shit. Maybe somebody could tell me. Now, why you do all this? Like, these are some of the hang-ups we have with each other and stuff, and what you do, what you doing now in your house, who you sleeping with, how you sleep like that? Yeah, I don't like this fool. You wear that to bed. You got that type of bed. Why ain't got this type of bed right now? Man, come on, man. You spend your money on that? Why you buying that? You don't need that. I wouldn't buy that. I buy stuff like this. You ain't with HelloFresh? You ain't get. You see, it's like, Advise me, and if I take the advice, we cool. But if I don't, can I still be cool? We didn't become the... You answered your own question. Are we disgusted with each other? Yes. We are disgusted with each other when it comes to we want to control each other. That is the ultimate sign of I'm so disgusted with you. I got to look at your bank account and tell everybody this, that, woo, woo, woo. You ain't paying your bills on time. It's like, I thought I paid the cost to be the boss of my own life. I thought I went across that water just specifically for this and keep my mind. Oh. Shot style. Okay. Extension necessary. Or have we come to the point of disgust with each other that when I peer into your life, don't like what I see, disturbing to me, don't like what, but based off because I've been poisoned in my ear about you, then I find out that ain't true, but I'm supposed to be disgusted with you because that is the system. Make these folks disgusted with each other. Now, you find things that makes disgusting for you because my life don't parallel, his life, she life don't parallel with your life. It might be up here and you might be doing great in your life, but not everybody don't have something that they not. What do you call it? Vice. Everybody got a vice. See, if you pure your vice for it, then people would have something, but you know, hey. So, but I'm disgusted how you live your life. Because I'm peering in, and then when I'm peering in and you're not doing how I like to do it, woo woo or woo woo, now I talk about you. I talk about you. Because I already didn't like you. Why you didn't like me though? What is it about you didn't like? What right off the bat? Okay, when you find out the truth, what's still keeping you from? We disgusted. We're disgusted with our blackness. We're disgusted. We're disgusted with each other to the point, you know. Stop serving each other. We didn't bought into this stuff. Yeah. So, comes from first. So I'm talking about? That's why I do what I do, y'all. That's why I work like this. Come from there. I ain't disgusted with none of that shit. Even in the lowest to the thing, it's disheartening. But disgusted? No, man. No. And so if we can change that perception like that with us, you know what I'm saying? Of not being disgusted and getting back to, then when that happens, we'll protect each other on a better form, you know. Many will say, well, not everybody deserves, not woo, you know, teach his own. But we haven't even we stopped giving, we've more looked for reasons not to than to take care of us in such a beautiful, more beautiful way. So we work towards y'all, all right? So I hope this video, mind, body, and soul, spark you. Boom, whatever it do, y'all know the deal. Philosophize. It's Sunday. Hope you're having a beautiful, blessed day. It's beautiful out here. Till some grass, get out there. Stretch. Let the air run through your whole system in so many ways. Remember to slow down. You got overlapping atmospheres. I posted out that video right there. One of our beloveds was saying the new earth and old earth, new earth and stuff. That's reality in so many ways. But don't think it's, you know, we can't think that it's separate from us because it's the same thing. As earth change, you changing. Just many of us don't want to qualm into it or chime into it or don't know, you know, damn, I'm changing. Yeah, whether you like it or not. But, you know, the whole point of meditating and sitting down and slowing things down is just that you can see that you can feel that you can be about that. All right. And if you don't right now, don't worry about it. It goes in phases. It goes as we wait. There's something that's gonna, you know, allow all of us to come to a beautiful reset in so many ways. All right, so y'all stay loved up out here, man. Lead with love first and nice. You know what I'm saying? With a guard. You know what I'm talking about? But be potential to people, because if folks driving around doing what they doing and they like, you know, they ain't got to tell me something. They wondering, man, what it is. Then it's that time that we speak that peace among each other, all right? In so many ways. So we get to know each other. Walls fall down, stuff like that. Don't feel intimidated and so encouraged to want to, you know, first. And all that, you know. But knowing, yes, you got a movement going. It's solidified because it's Most High. Can't be broke. Nothing like that, as long as you believe in the Most High. But that don't mean the little even ones ain't gonna throw their little monkey wrench and do their things and stuff. But what that also means, if we in the right alignment, you're gonna be able to see it easy, and we could talk amongst each other easy, and you ain't gotta hide. That's the beauty. I keep telling y'all, man, Most High's people, I'm gonna keep saying it. The devil don't hide what they do. They want to do their rituals and make it at a mass point and scare you and stuff like that. But they be like, boo, boo. Woo, woo. You just see a little bit. Nah, you see a whole chaotic storm of chaotic craziness, right? So that's what we have to be as a godly realm. That's what expected of us, right? Not in no dog and pony, you know. No. You know, y'all, hallelujah. All the Most High. We know we getting it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all getting it. You're doing your prayer dances and you know, the simplest way. You know what I'm saying? Our babies singing them magical songs and, you know, stomping and da. Yeah. And we showing God ain't, you know, God love to get down. Oh yeah, most High love to get down. Don't believe the hype. Now you know that because watch this. People out here saying, watch this. We out here, all this partying and boogieing when you speaking about God. I want you to think about that. I'm hearing it. All this dancing and shit, but it's God in it, Most High in it. What's the problem? But you didn't hear a lot of that when you didn't hear him come to the mic. They come sometime. But you don't realize they was pushing that crap. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You keep playing with me, and I think you know who I am. I'll put that whole damn place on the chopping block, bro. I'm the one. And every bit of what he stood for, inside this one. Real talk. You know what I'm talking about, Ice Cube? So people better stop playing with me. I know what they back. And that ain't shots at you. But you know what I'm talking about now too, and so do they. All praises to the Most High. Love at the highest volume. The highest volume. Not what people thought was the highest volume. Anu. Let's keep balancing out, blood. I told y'all, won't be no power struggle. Won't be no overpowering. People that thought they was power. So many of us will be able to show you what power, true, real power is. Just cause somebody run out here and got a lot of backing, people done ran and solidified it and stuff like that. I just told you about control. We learning about control. So learning about control shows you why certain people are controlled. That's what it is, right or wrong. Being fruitful because there's a law set and we all agree on it, cool. But a law set, we all agree on it, and then things happen because against the law that was set inside the law, and other people determining based off the law that's set, determination, extermination, excommunication, and all this other stuff. when laws that are set inside there don't get set against other people? What are we saying? Do as I say. See what I'm talking about? Rampant love.